to maintain or improve those areas. And like I said before, traffic. There's very little public transportation. So traffic, yeah, it's bad now, but boy, is it going to get worse as the population increases, because Florida drivers, they don't have much public transportation, so they drive everywhere. And they're not, no offense, but they're not the best drivers. Expect to crawl at a snail's pace in places like Orlando. Central Florida, the main highway is I-4, goes from Daytona Beach on the East Coast through Orlando and ends in Tampa on the West Coast. It is the main road to access the theme park, and traffic is very congested. So when there's an accident, and there are plenty, traffic can come to a standstill for hours. Same goes for Key West. I mean, it's far south. It's a 2-lane highway down and back. If there's an accident, you won't go anywhere for hours until they clear the path. Another con to think about is pedestrian deaths are significantly higher in Florida than the national average. There are many roads without traffic lights, and even when there are lights, there are often long stretches between them. So this leads to people trying to cross 6 lanes of traffic in the middle of the street. Although pedestrians in Florida do have the right of way, not everybody wants to yield if they're driving. So if you stop for a pedestrian, the cars behind you will start honking. So please stop anyway, just for safety. Another con to Florida is everybody looks like they're old. Well, they are. So much is geared towards retirees and older people. TV commercials, early bird senior savings at the local restaurant, entrance fees and other discounts, grocery stores, restaurants, bars, highways are filled with seniors, and driving is a challenge. Another con is critters. Termite treatments are a routine part of living in the Sunshine State. Many homes are built of wood, and it's wet weather, Florida, so Florida's perfect picnic for termites to enjoy. And yeah, there's rats, palm rats, and roof rats. You may see rats on the beaches too. Treatment is a must investment for both termites and rats. And there's lots of bugs like roaches. Oh, they like the hot weather just as much as humans do, but they grow really big. Some are as big as a baby's fist. I've seen them. If you move to Florida, the first thing you need to do is sign up with a pest control company, and they'll come to your home on a regular basis and treat for pests. Fortunately, these days, the pest control companies use chemical barriers that they apply to the outside of your home. They're not 100% effective, but when they fail, the pest control company should be able to provide additional treatments at no additional cost. So you want to make sure they do, and make sure that's in your contract. Another negative is you have to keep an eye out for alligators, panthers, pythons, sharks, bears. It's a good reason the homeowners have to have a lanai built to enclose their backyard swimming pool. Protection from the sun and the critters. Volusia County is the shark bite capital of the world. There's always lots of people in the water, and lots of types of fish that sharks like to eat are swimming around. There are always lots of people in the water, and lots of the type of fish that sharks like to eat are swimming around. Well, lots of sharks mean lots of shark bites. And the sharks often swim in close to shore. It's only 20 to 30 attacks per year, maybe. Most are not fatal, but developers rule in Florida. So what Florida developers want, developers pretty much get. And what they want is more subdivisions. So as the population of Florida grows, the number of subdivisions will increase, and the habitat available for wildlife decreases. And often homes get built too close to the bears' habitats, and these hungry bears go looking for food, and guess who they're going to choose? People put their garbage out in unsecured trash cans, which is like saying, come and eat all you can at my buffet. For the bears, they're going to love you. These animals are big and strong, and they can break into your garage or clean up your patio. Another con are sinkholes prevalent. Wait, the earth is opening up? Yeah, that actually happens pretty often in Florida. It's called a sinkhole. A hole suddenly opens up in the ground. It can swallow up a car, take out a house, neighborhood. Sinkholes occur because of the Florida aquifer, which is the source of much of Florida's drinking water. And the ground beneath Florida is composed of porous limestone, and that's a natural cache for rainwater. When the water level gets too low, the ground can cave in, and that forms the sinkhole. As the population of Florida grows, more water is taken from the aquifer. This means more sinkholes. Another con, some of you may think it's a pro, but it can be dangerous. Sunburn can harm your health. So if you're moving from like the Midwest or the Northeast, you will not be used to the strong sun's rays year round. Too much sunburn can cause your skin's texture to change, which results in uneven skin coloring called sunspots and premature wrinkling. The most serious result of too much sun is skin cancer. So you'll learn the hard way, perhaps, to avoid the sun between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and use lots of sunscreen for protection. Wear a sun hat, sit under an umbrella if you're at the beach during those hours, and watch out. Another pro, or it may be a con, and I think it's probably going to be a con because everybody, as soon as they hear you're moving to Florida, they'll say, "Ooh, I'd never go there," or they'll say, "Ooh, how soon can I come visit?" You'll have an increase in company. This may be something you like or not. It's exhausting to entertain people who expect you to show them around while they're here. Do you really want visitors staying in your home? Set boundaries ahead of time so people know they can't just stay all winter. You should have time frames of people only staying for a long weekend or only coming for a week, stay at a hotel, that kind of thing. Another con is the insurance. This is a negative. Depending on where you live and whether you finance your home purchase, you'll probably be asked to buy flood insurance. And you want to talk about this up front with the realtor you're using. It can not only be pricey, but it can be, in some areas, hard to get. I had clients who paid cash for their home in an HOA, but the HOA required them to buy flood insurance. Anyway, it's protection at a price, but it's there if you need it, which is good. Another thing you want to watch out for is that maybe you may consider a negative is check the crime statistics in the area that you're considering. Some areas have more, others have much less. If you choose a gated community, you want to drive through after dark to check the lighting. Don't just talk to the salespeople. Talk to the residents there to see what they like or don't like. I mean, you may install a Ring doorbell or other security things on your own home if your HOA allows it, but you want to check out the security. It's very important. Now, this is just an overview of the state of Florida, but it gives you some things to think about as you travel through the state looking for the place to call home. When you decide on the area of Florida you like, then decide on the type of housing that suits you. Some retirees like the lock it and leave it housing where they don't have to worry about the exterior. You can check out my podcasts on the ABCs of HOAs that covers condos and HOAs. But you can lock the door and travel or visit other areas of the state without a lot of worry. You want to know what amenities there are in the area that you choose. What kind of medical facilities are close by, grocery stores, shopping, restaurants. You'll want to know what amenities are in the area and what the monthly fees are like and what do they include or exclude. Are the amenities ones that you'll use regularly? Well, if you don't play golf, then don't pay to play. Is it a golf course community? Is the community self-contained? Some of the bigger communities like Lakewood Ranch and the Villages or on top of the world, they have grocery shopping, restaurants, and more right there in the community. So you really don't have to leave the community unless you want to. There's some great hospitals in Florida, so if you need health care, you can live close to one of them as well. That should all be part of your analysis as to where you're going to move. I'll be focusing on various cities in Florida in future sessions, so be sure to tune back in and listen. If you need a great realtor to help you, be sure to email me at moveorimprovewithdebbie@gmail.com so I can connect you with an agent in the Florida area where you want to move. You can also check out my website, www.boomerhousingoptions.com, and learn more. Thanks for joining me today, and happy hunting.